start playing with Black Ops, everyone wants to know characters. We saw yesterday in the reveal trailers, some familiar faces. So, Woods, Mason, break it down. How does this fit into the Black Ops canon? You said it's a direct sequel, so are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
Já jsem asi nejvíc natěšený upřímně na to.
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason and seeing how all those personalities mix with some of the new characters. So the campaign takes place in 1981, and we love that we've been able to have so many connections to the original Black Ops and really be that direct sequel to the game.
Now, one thing that I'm really excited about this is you're pushing the storytelling in kind of a new direction with some branches and some options about how you play through the campaign. Can you maybe walk us through your thinking there?
Yeah, one of the driving forces from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops thrill ride and infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a little more ownership over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military background and really pretend they are that Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the hard-driving Call of Duty action and these more non-linear experiences inside some of the missions. So with choice comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
All right, so multiple endings to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the big things for us. It's like we love that Black Ops has always been willing to take risks, and we all know they did some of this in Black Ops 2. And with our story and with these features, we loved playing homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh yeah, I remember the numbers. All right, well, Dan, we are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something exclusive for us. What are you going to see?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the walls of the development studio. This is a scene from earlier in the game, and it's a critical point that really shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
Okay. Nějaká ukázka.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus. 1968, the Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West. Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact. Personally, I think he's nothing more than the Russian boogeyman.
General Hay, allow me to introduce the man who suited to respond to that. CIA clandestine special officer Russell Adler. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
Why do you say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world. Mr. President.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission?
Is the threat real? Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular. Most likely illegal if the press gets a hold of it.
What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Wood.
chápu, že mi to spadlo. A no, za toho za hru vůbec. Já jsem ani to nepostřehl. No se asi dozvím, že jo. Unknown Awakening. To nevypadá úplně zle. Ještě nějaký teaser tady asi. Nějaký jako lákadlo. Tak to bylo všechno, jo. Že vytáhla cihlu. Aha. Ty kráso.
All right, let's get to the gameplay. One of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal. Tonight, we've got an exclusive first look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1. Check this out.
To bude mega dobrý. No jo.
The player has arrived. Please proceed with control, but assertive aggression.
Tak zatím to běží, tak uvidíme, jak to. Kráso. Já nevím, ale tohle vypadá jako mega dobře. Jako, já nevím proč, ale mě hlavně co přijde, že je Doom strašně chaotický. Ty prostě tam jenom úplně takový jako, víš? Že tam prostě lítáš z platformy na platformu, jeden boss, druhý boss, ty kráso, ani se nenaděješ a dohrál si. Teda když to nehraješ na to na Nightmare nebo co to je. Tady ten nový Doom je mega dobrý, protože kolikátýho? 20.10.2020. To je za chvilku, jo. To je
2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare. Tonight, Casey Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste of what's next. Casey, over to you.
Hey Jeff,
it's great to see you again. You know, 6 years ago, we were on the stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining new ways to use next-generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special game.
Posledně, to byla PlayStation? Nebo co to bylo? Co to bylo za to, tyjo? To byla ta poslední, ta konference. To bylo strašný, prostě tam byly takový videohry. Jak z roku 90, ty vole. Z roku 1990, ty vole.
There's amazing people in the industry, there's amazing stories to be told with other people. I love that character.
Ta grafika byla úplně příšerná.
We're very experimental here at BioWare. So we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
Jo, to bylo přesně, co jsem říkal, no. FIFA, ty kokos, pak tam bude...
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all.
Tady máme 2 hodiny Star Wars gameplay.
Mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories. And of course it's all wrapped up in kind of a fantasy setting.
You really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon Age world and you're saving people.
Dragon Age to me is a wonderful world to play in. I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world, original flora, original wildlife, original architecture. That makes it fun to explore and discover.
In the next Dragon Age, you get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power? What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues?
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
BioWare and EA has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Hustý, jak dělají ty pohyby a ty animace. Oni to dělají fyzicky, oni to dělají v nějakém studiu, prostě ten Mac. Hele, hlasy.
Design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well.
So I do all of, like, the big
threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch.
Hej, to je mega, že oni tam ukazují i to, jak prostě ta hra vzniká. To se mi strašně líbí, že prej, já designuju pose, ta namlouvá tohle, ta namlouvá tuhle.
The choices that you do make.
To byla RPG
programátor. The possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential
Ani se strašně i líbí, jak oni to mají v tom studiu, ne? Že prostě oni se projdou po nějaký lávce a teď on tam prostě jako balance, jak kdyby byl na nějaký kládě, kámo. To je hustý. Dragon Age? To je Dragon Age? Aha.
Next up, it's time for something special.
Ale vypadá dobře. Ježišmarja, já jsem se lekl. To je to, ne? To je zpátky do budoucnosti, to je ten týpek ze zpátky do budoucnosti. Jo. To je hra. Fakt? Nevím. Ale toho týpka si pamatuju, vlastně z toho filmu.
Right now. And what exactly do you have to do with Surgeon Simulator?
Já chci sledovat cože? Počkej, co to má? Simulátor jako toho doktora. Ale počkej, proč teda je tam... Proč je tam týpek z toho z Back to the Future?
Great Scott! This very moment! Tonight, I want a world premiere, a few examples of some of the incredible
jako světová premiéra?
test subjects who have already completed the course.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
A to je jedno, prosím tě, světová premiéra, tak si představím něco, wow, oni že, budeš se rejpat nějakým típkovi, já bych nemohl být ani lékař. Hej, jak to mám komentovat, když tu tady nikdo je? Ne. Koukni si spíš do toho, jestli to furt jede, jestli to zase není típlý.
Put the arm, that's on his head! No!
Let me give him a little pat on the head. Where does this part go? We got it. He looks good as new.
Now grab the good arm and bring it in here. We're dying. He's dying. Oh, his face!
No, that's not right. My finger slipped.
He gets the right.
Jesus Christ!
Co to je? Já myslím, že ho tam mají ošetřovat. A oni si z toho prostě dělají prdel, oni tam trhají ruce, kámo.
Doc Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator, only on opening night live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement. I don't think anyone probably saw it.
Prostě ve čtyřech jim tam trhají ruce a nohy. O můj bože. Head up. Teď co? Co to je jako? Ukaž mi to. jsou jinak. Já tady nemám. Nevím, prostě to tam není. Schválně, co píšou v chatu. Že PUBG 2, ty tam někoho typoval, to skýtementy. Ne. To je. Bridge Constructor The Walking Dead. Ježišmarja. Já jsem si myslel, že je to nějaký bridge builder, podle toho, co to je, jak to vypadalo. A Bridge Constructor The Walking Dead? Ne. Ježiš, že to bude na telefon.
Tonight is just the start of Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are more streams from IGN and Media with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows just for Gamescom. Your portal for all things game.
Happy Giant.
In a world gone strange.
To je ten, ne? Jak se to jmenuje? Kámo, jak se ta hra jmenuje? Ne, tak to není ono. Protože má být nové...
Hello, miss.
Ježišmarja. Ty vole, jak se to jmenuje? Ta arkádovka, ta skákačka. Já si nemůžu vzpomenout, jak se to jmenuje.
The return of Sam and Max. Yes. All right. And now it's time to say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff. What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2. Huge congratulations. Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as the Gamescom Studio, where you can find me and my co-hosts for all day long games content, interviews, dev talks, and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now, let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sid. We are so excited to see what's in the Gamescom studio and also Awesome Indies, and I'm going to be on the daily show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. All right, well, on to our next game. In the next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no living soul has set foot before. The Shadowlands, the afterlife of an entire Warcraft universe. The infinite realms of the Shadowlands are watched over by different factions known as covenants, each holding dominion over a different aspect of the afterlife. And depending on how someone lived their mortal life, they may end up as part of one of these covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond. So sit back and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts called Afterlives. Enjoy.
Pojďme se na to mrknout. Nějaký cinematik zase. Klasika, vlvko. Čekal jsem to, od Witchkinga není?
Light, save my soul.
Že jo? Že jo? Ne, Illidan má
Uther. Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion.
Bastion, to je asi nějaká jejich svatyně.
You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended. Serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the maw long ago.
You're wrong.
He destroyed
my home. Murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen, I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
I would not let the Archon hear such a thought.
Prostě člověk ani nechodil ven, to bylo strašný. Jenom prostě, rejde, ty vole, musíme padnout legendárka z tady toho rejdu, prostě to potřebuju, strašně nutně to potřebuju. Bylo šílený.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
Když člověk vydělává, tak to měsíční poplatek, to je OK. Jako, aby si podpořil ty vývojáře. Ale prostě strašně důležité, ale úplně hrozný.
Your soul is wounded? Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me.
Protože jeho student ho zapíchne. Level 20, jo. Já jsem taky neto. I když vlastně... Já jsem neměl taky nikoho, kdo by mi to vysvětlil, a já jsem hrál předtím Boku asi 2 nebo 3 roky, jsme to hráli spolu. Jsme hráli asi 2 nebo 3 roky. Pak když jsem slyšel o tom, že bude klasik, akorát hraju za nemoc oblíbený alíky, takže... Všichni byli na hordě. Všichni jsem začali štvát. A já jsem byl vždycky alík, takže jsem prostě šel do klasiku.
You will abandon this course.
Ty země u hordy. Prostě já nevím proč, ale mně se nelíbí ty země. Jako klidně můžem, že? Když to se asi dozvím tady. Já jsem na to ani nekoukal.
Do you wish to see him punished?
A měli bychom se sledovat cinematik taky, než do toho bude jenom
then prepare yourself.
Wow. Což je úter s křídlama. Kámo, novej skin do Hearthstone určitě. Ty, aby na tom něco nerejžovali. Já už věděm jenom. Amazing skin into Hearthstone. Wow! Angel Uther nebo něco takového. Reborn nebo něco, ty vole. No, bundle za 50 eček dostaneme skin na hrdinu plus 10 peklů. Jo, 49,99 €.
Now, cast
him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
Ne osud, ale spravedlnost. Justice, co je justice? To je spravedlnost, ne? Ty kokos. Archanděl ten úter. World of Shadowlands. Kolikátýho? Repurchase now. Take my cash!
All right, hope you guys enjoyed that exclusive look at Bastion. Now, we know many of you can't wait to experience Shadowlands, and our friends at Blizzard want you to know the wait is almost over.
Cože co? Teď jsem to neposlouchal. 27.10. Shadowlandy. Ty krásy, to je taky za měsíc. Sakra, to je moc věcí. Mafie, Bobko, co tam ještě bylo? Ten Dům vlastně, za měsíc. Ty moc věcí. Hej, ale to vypadá mega. Za kolik to je vůbec? To je nějakých 16 let. Čekni to. Víme. Kráso. Jo, tak na to se těším.
October 27th, it is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet and Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
Kdy bude nejspíš vycházet a tak. Nebylo.
Have returned.
Ne, ještě nejsou veškerý.
They corrupted. Divided. Conquered.
No,
until finally.
Hej, co je? Mi to seká. Halo? Mě to mají oni. Nepište F-ko do chatu, sakra, to seká ještě víc potom. Hej. Co to je, kámo? Tak to je halus, no. Really? Vážně? Konference? A to a laguje to hůř jak můj stream. Jo, aha, tak dobrý, tak jsme se flashnuli do 2021. Super, jsem rád, že jsem z té hry viděl úplný hovno. Crash Bandicoot, to je ono, to jsem myslel. Kámo, hej, ale co je? Nelaguj.
Crash Bandicoot.
Dobrý, jsem se flashnul do toho, do konce hry. Kámo, co to je s tím streamem? Jsem se toho flashnul do 2021, tu hru jsem ani neviděl. Teď mi to tady ty vole kostičku jako kráva. Jo, tak to je kvalitka, no. Super, jo, bomba. Jo, no. Prosím, ať to nelaguje, halo. To je ten nějaký jako trapnej forek, nebo co to máme? Počkej, to je robot? No, to není robot. Kostým.
To tell us more about what we just saw. I'm joined by Lou Studdert from Toys for Bob.
Se tady flashovat. A byl bych rád, kdybych aspoň nějaký hry viděl. Týpek normálně se tam ty krása zjevil, prostě jak mozkomor před Harry Potterem, ty vole.
Around Cologne, but what he was
play in Crash 4 narrative.
Yeah, so back in time to the 90s when Neocortex was actually testing on Crash and Coco before the events of Crash Bandicoot 1. And they're kind of these devious puzzle rooms that we've made, and they're really hard and they're really awesome and they're super. We can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got to play a demo of this a few weeks ago, and that was a challenge, so I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be integrated into the game? Are they optional, like offshoot stuff, or how do you get to them?
Sure, so players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves. They're an object to pick up, and to actually pick them up, they have to reach them in the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the original trilogy. So players have to reach these objects in the level, pick them up, and then once they get them, they'll get access to these unique levels.
So beyond the pure challenge, what other fun? How are these fun for players to kind of experience, and what do they get to do in them?
Sure. So one of the things that we did was we actually used these as, like I said, puzzle rooms. Really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express that pure plumbing kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about the franchise. Narratively for us, it was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective to the franchise. This is the moment when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in things before.
Awesome. All right. Well, Crash 4, it's about time. Looks phenomenal, Lou. We cannot wait to check it out in October. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom Opening Night Live.
Aha. Asi nějaká reklamní pauza.
I have become terror. The unseen predator. A rupture.
Jako jo. Tyhle hry byly za nás proto. Od 18. To vůbec nebyly přístupné jako. Ty kokos. To je mega dobrý. To je jako masakr.
But together, this entire planet will fear us. The anomaly alters us each in our own ways, yet we are drawn down the same road into the dark heart of creation.
Okay, zase nějaký kosové, to je klasika.
Whatever it holds, whatever it takes.
Jo, každá hra má bossa, no. Kámo, to vypadá dobře, no. Pohodička.
Welcome to the hyperscape. Enter a contender.
Yes, ikuzo.
Leave as a champion.
This is it.
Jo, that's it. Jako vypadá to tak. Jo, to bude ono. Jo, hyperspace, vole. Ježišmarja, nějaký deep fotbal. Co to je? To je nějaký deep fotbal. Ježišmarja. Kámo, proč tam... No to vypadá úplně strašně. Pane bože, zlatá fyzika. Ježiš. No ty vole, co nebe. Kapitán Tsubasa. Ono se to ani nemenuje ani jako fotbal.
The underhides named well. A school of humanity suffering away like ants. Deep underground where we ain't causing trouble but are rich boys and girls, no matter how loud we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlog says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin and will are of iron, it's a potent combo.
Ten fotbal už vůbec ne.
Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang of psychopaths, drug dealers, killers, cloners,
jo, to vypadalo celkem dobře, že
to makes sense. And Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it.
A to vypadalo celkem dobře. Že tam můžeš, podle mě tam budeš moc hrát za jednoho z těch a budeš mít ty určitý schopnosti.
They're just as happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this, you can imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power. Hell,
tak jako tě věru, že trošku moc, ty vole. Ty si vezmeš.
Necromunda Under High Wars comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
O futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como uma ferramenta de expressão artística.
I envision the future gaming to be quite bright and quite online.
The next generation of console will clearly allow AAA and indie developers to build more creative-driven games that I hope will cover more diverse subjects.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both real and imagined. I want comedy games, I want autobiographical games. I really want to see what people can do with media.
No futuro dos games, eu vejo uma evolução, obviamente, gráfica, mas eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial e na maneira com a qual a gente interage com os games, tudo em busca de experiências mais imersivas.
To je banger. Tuxedo Labs. No. Tam to Lego, ne? Lego. Můj bože. Tak to hrá na Budu. Jo, to je Lego, prostě. No, ty kokos. Ale zase na to, jestli to dělal jako jeden týpek. Aha, nic pro mě. Už to jsou nějaký vykrádačky. Počkej, to jsou jako Lego vykrádačky, jo, Lego Payday, to mám chápat. Já to trochu nechápu teďko. Že prej Payday 3. Hej, to by bylo ale dobrý, jako to, jako nějaký vtípek. Tear down.
Nice, alright, thank you.
Jo, no.
Little nightmares.
Víš se.
Přišlo za tebou v noci a pohladilo tě to po rameni.
Že čau, co tady dělá? Děkuju. Já nemám rád panenky. Tvůj věc. Jak se to otočilo, minulá proběhla. No to se děláš srandu. Mě proběhla husina potom. No, to se zahrajeme nějakou takovouhle kravinku na streamu, který se zastreamem povedl. No, já nemám rád panenky tam. Já nemám rád klauny a panenky. Co to je furt za toho? Jsem kloboukem. Fuj, dej to pryč. Dejte tam radši to. Co? 11. února.
I'm WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo to bring you all the over-the-top action in WWE 2K Battleground. Mamma mia!
Oh.
This is great! This arcade-style video game is over-the-top outrageous with over 70 WWE superstars and legends brawling it out like never before.
Já nevím.
Oh no, hold on to your toupee, Mauro.
Kámo, co to je? Proč ty týpci hoří?
WWE is L-I-T. You know, I'm a little more old school than Mauro, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action. It's a great evening for WWE action. Oh, wow. Take that, Mauro. Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. And now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup. Oh, look out, Mauro. The Undertaker has risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride. Finish him! Oh no! He just hit the snooze button! How do you lose like that? What's the matter with you legends? This is just an example of the pandemonium that you're gonna experience when you head to the battlegrounds. That's a big toy hammer! I can't believe my
Prostě to je nějaká parodie na WWE, ty kokos. Já jsem WWE hrával, že jo? Já jsem to hrával na PSP. Ono je to, já nevím, jestli je to i na počítač, já myslím, že je to na Play. Tak to... Battlegrounds.
Hello again. I have even more awards to announce, so let's get right down to it. The winner of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance.
Cože? Tohle vyhrálo jako nejlepší akční adventure hru. Já nevím. Mě ty Watch Dogs to nezaujalo.
The winner of the Best Action Game is
Best
Star
Action
Wars
Game.
Squadrons.
Ježiš. Nevím, co to je. Star Wars. Už jsem měl, až to nebudou, ty vole.
The winner of Best Multiplayer Game is Operation Tango.
Operace Tango.
Operation Tango. It takes two to
Ani
save the
neznám.
world.
Ale co jsem chtěl, Watch Dogs mě nezaujaly ani jeden díl, jako. Já nevím, prostě mě ta hra vůbec jako neoslovila.
I used to be an explorer.
The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
Indie, no.
Did not believe what I had
Hej, to může být vtipný, ale...
It was time for the world.
Náhodou, to může být vtipný, tohle.
Congratulations to all the winners. As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news. Check it out.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up to the second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indie Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
Já nevím, možná je to tím,
And now it is time to talk about that best action game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars pilot fantasy. We've missed those. In Squadrons, you'll suit up and fly for both the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Today, we'll get a glimpse at what Squadron's story has to offer by taking a brief look at one of the single-player missions featuring some light narration by the Motive team. Let's check.